Rightio, and welcome back. So, as I mentioned in the last video, I've forgotten to do that top face bore. So, let's mill out that pocket. So, where do I want to place it? Now, I've got my chamfers, I've got chamfer front face, contour. So, I want to add this pocket after before I start chamfering, because I do want to come back and add a chamfer to that face there, because we're going to circle interpolate, mill that out. So if I don't mill this out before I do the chamfering, it means I'll have to, my auto operation score is going to be out of whack there, and I will need to chamfer it. So I'm going to select here, mill, right hand side tab, outside contour. I'm going to add a pocket operation. Let's call it mill, capitals, mill, top face bore, DIA, what is that diameter? Is that 40 mil? 30. Rightio. Geometry. It's going to be simple as selecting that contour. Now, being an internal bore, we need to do climb milling. We'll need to go around the other way. So, yes, to accept that. When it comes to a circle, a bore, it just guesses. It's a 50-50, flip a coin, and it's going to get it wrong every time. I just want to reverse that, so I'm going to flip that around the other way. If you don't notice it here, you will notice it when it comes to milling it. It will mill the wrong side when you tell it to mill left and that. So, accept that. Tool. I'm going to use that 16mm M mill that we use to mill the side tabs there. So end mill, look at that, 16mm. I'm going to accept that. Levels. So my upper level obviously is going to be the top face of, why aren't you? Look at that, I'm going to select the corner. For some reason, didn't accept the face. When it's green, when these are green, it's parametric. So if there is some changes there, anyway, not a big one. Pocket depth. Now, if you look inside the rabbit hole, you will notice that this bore does this back face. Now, I believe that is a lubrication for that, for the crankcase, crank shaft goes through. So any oil that's in the fuel, the two-stroke mix, drops down there. So I do need to mill down to this point here. So I'm going to select that little corner there of this face here as my depth. But to make sure, I'm going to do a delta shift of minus 1 mil. So I'm definitely going down deep enough there. Equal step downs. I am going to go for that N mil. Let's just go 5 mil. Max. Rightio. Everything else seems right. Technology. So it is a pocket that we're doing. So it is a contour. This would require a bit of control. So I am going to rough this out. So I'm going to leave 0.2 on a side. So that would be 0.4 on diameter. I will get the tool to finish it. So I'm just going to get it to finish the wall. Don't worry about the floor. There is no floor. But the other thing I will want it to do is I want it to finish at total depth. So with the end mill, it can do a full circle and clean it up, and there's no steps down the side of it. There. So I'm just going to do that at total depth. I do have compensation only on for finished pass, so that being an accurate bore, I do get to control that in the work offsets for the cutter radius comp in there. Linking, everything should be the same by default. We've got helical ramping, so it's going to helical mill down there. I'm going to let it calculate the data for there. It will spit up a message to it that it calculates this automatically. So let's do a save and calculate, and I'll show you what I mean. So toolpath, check geometry, mill. Toolpath is empty. Why are you empty? That's not kosher. The way my tool is sitting, something's not wrong. I'm going back to geometry. It's still set to right hand side. I am going to top face. That means I'm going to have to reselect my geometry. Yes, going the wrong way. Reverse. Hang on, was it going the right way? Climb milling. It was going the correct way. Counterclockwise in pockets. Rightio, so that has fixed that up, and hopefully this time when we go to simulate, we've got radius. Okay, so this is what I was talking about with the helical ramping. Radius length will be automatically set to the maximum available. Okay, and it does a calculation based on the end mill diameter there. So you do get that annoying message pop up each time, but let's simulate, solid verify, and let's play. And because I changed my work coordinates, I have to again reset my levels. So levels, upper level should be correct. Pocket depth. That's why it wasn't accepting the faces before. Equal max step down. Something's, no, hang on. Pocket depth. I selected the wrong face. I want that point. There we go. Upper level was correct. So look at that. Rightio. So my tool, that should have been an indicator. If I brought my tool out here, I would have seen straight away that I was on the wrong Mac position. So let's do a save and calculate again. Yes, don't tell me, but you don't have an option to turn that off. Simulate. Solid verify. Let's play. Look at that. There she goes. That is milling all the way down. That's a beautiful thing. Rightio. So that has done that. What we'll do now is we'll add a chamfer. So I'm going to do a save and copy. Oh, this won't work because you can't do. I'm going to exit. Alright, notice the asterisks. If you do get asterisks, that is because something has been calculated, but I didn't want to do that. Rightio, so what I want to do is find a chamfer on the top face. We didn't do a chamfer. Chamfer, front face, outside contour. That's there. I am going to use that one as my save and copy. Chamfer, front face, top face, ball. Rightio. Geometry. It is Mac 2, the top face. Geometry is this ball. Yes, it is going counterclockwise. My tool should be the exact same. My levels should be everything except for my upper level. my depth. Technology's fine, chamfer, everything sweet. Look at that. It's a beautiful thing. So I'll verify. Beautiful. That has added a chamfer to that. Oh. I'll exit out of that, exit out of that. And it has put it in the next operation. Beautiful. Alright, so I'm happy with that. So that completes this tutorial on doing that top bore and chamfering it.